Hamilton hasn't done much about stopping the Argos. The owner of the Tiger Cats, David Braley. Foggie's going for more points. A catch by Jeff Boyd, and more points are possible after that, and Boyd saw the pass all the way, and the Hamilton defender didn't.
Boyd does a superior job of slowing down, adjusting to the football, but at the same time being very aware that when he's running his pattern, he's already very close to the sidelines. Watch how he gets his feet in. This is just good control.
Jordan spotted the ball and then forgot about it and tried to play Boyd, when if he had done what Boyd did, he probably would have broken it up. Here's Smith. Oh, did he catch that one? An amazing catch by Darryl Smith. Flags down as he spikes the ball. They're going to penalize him for that. But how difficult is this? First of all, to adjust to the ball the way it was thrown and have the goalpost to be bothering him at the same time. Two reasons not to catch that, and then a third that it was high, and he overcame all three problems.
Well, I don't think there's any question how difficult it is, but this is how you get it done. He not only turns his back, but he slows down going backwards, sideways, and then jumps up backwards.
And took a hit.
Yeah. Well, of course.
4 excuses if he hadn't caught it. 6 points because he did.
And those types of receptions make quarterbacks look great.
Rick Foggie has thrown 4 touchdown passes in the first half. And Smith has caught 2 of them for 14 on the season. Well, that's as good a catch as I've seen this season. Chomik converts it with 11 seconds to go.
What's up, baby? We're not done. We're not done.
Now there's another receiver behind Darryl K. Smith, so that draws a little bit more traffic than there would be normally if he was just on his own. See him with the quick wave. It's almost like, throw it up there, I'll catch it. Junior Robinson comes off his coverage. He draws a crowd, but the crowd isn't enough.
Somewhat reminiscent of Tony Champion's great catch in the Grey Cup, in that he was up and falling backwards and knowing that it wasn't going to feel good when he got to the ground.
Well, just when head coach David Beckman believes that his team is on the rail and on his way back, Toronto does something to take away any glimmer of hope.
70 points last week for the Argos. They're more than halfway to that in the first half tonight. Well, I said the Argos needed 36 points to pass Edmonton. They've got 36 points. And as much as the Eskimos have scored this season, the Argos have now scored 1 point more. Winfield out of bounds, but time has elapsed, and that'll be it. Only 51 points in the first half. Now we've got some tough stuff as Winfield is over on the sidelines, and he fires the helmet, and that's it for Earl Winfield. Earl Winfield hit Argo Keith Browner with his helmet, and that brings everybody into it. The minute he took that helmet off, and this is really going to get ugly now. Sellers throwing punches. Everything but the skates now.
The one thing you do want to have on now is your helmet. You don't want to be throwing it at anybody. Don Matthews in there trying to get his team to settle down and get into the dressing room.
I don't think we'll see Earl Winfield come out of the dressing room. Keith Browner was the Argo involved with him. Then Sellers was throwing punches. I didn't spot the Argo who was engaged with Dan Sellers, himself an ex-Argo. But you'll wonder about those two coming back. They got to get Winfield out of here fast.
Well, I think he's out of here, all right.
Good hold on him. And now it's over for the time being. 51 points on the scoreboard, 36 of them by the Argos. It's amazing to look at those numbers for Daryl Smith and realize that in last season's playoff game between the Argos and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, Daryl Smith did not even dress for Toronto. Now, a year later, he's burning up the league, and there's no doubt if he's healthy, he's going to be in every postseason game in which the Argos appear. It's a season that receivers dream about. Daryl Smith is racking up impressive numbers, thanks in part to some lofty goals set by his coach.
You know, I just want to prove that given the opportunity, given a chance to show what I can do, that I can produce. And that's what I've done so far. And so Coach Matthews, his goals that he set for me was just, you know, just an added incentive for me.
He walked up and introduced himself, and I said, Daryl, 100. And he said, what? I said, 100. You think 100. Every day that you wake up in the morning, you say to yourself, 100. That's the number of catches that your goal should be for 1990 and 1,800 yards. You think of those goals every time you wake up, and every day from now until training camp, you've got a chance to succeed.
We're not done yet. We're not done.
Smith is on target to break a few records set by former Argo receiver Terry Greer. Greer owns 13 club records. In 1983, he set a league record with over 2,000 receiving yards.
Surpassing this 2,000-plus record, you know, it's in my mind, but it's secondary right now. I don't want to think about it. If I concentrate too much on it, I'll be out there trying too hard, and things won't come naturally.
This year, Smith and Edmonton's Craig Ellis have a friendly competition going, and it keeps both players right at the top of their game.
Ellie, you're not too far where I can't come get you, baby. I'm coming.
Stymie, how you like me now? It ain't over to the fat lady sing unless we go to Vancouver.
It's something that just happened just recently. He started it. Craig, you started it. So I just want to let him know that. But it's nothing, it's kind of almost personal, you know. But both of us, we have one thing in mind, that's getting to the Grey Cup. We just want to win. And we feel by, you know, if we do very well individually, that our teams are going to be successful also. So we don't want anyone to think that we're taking it selfishly upon ourselves and doing this. But it's just all in fun, just all in fun.
In 1987, Smith made it to the Grey Cup. The special day was marred by a drop pass. It was a mistake from which he has learned.
I kind of relaxed there. I saw I had touchdown, and the ball just seemed like it took the ball forever to come down. All in my hands. Those are hard ones to catch when you're out there wide open all by yourself. And in a big game like that, you know, it seems like it took forever. I'm just running, come on. I thought I had it, and it just fell through my hands. But that kind of brings me, you know, humblizes me, you know, brings me back to reality, lets me know that, you know, it can happen. I'm not perfect, and despite the good season I'm having, that, you know, it's a possibility it could happen again, but I'm gonna work hard on making sure it doesn't.
He's the Argos' top player this season, a candidate as the league's top player.
Dunnigan throwing it deep to the end zone, and this is a touchdown. Daryl Smith with a great catch.